Alright, I have my weed and my energy drink, and I'm ready to record another one of these pointless videos. Probably skip ahead like 3 minutes if you don't want to see not Carowinds in this video, even though you clicked about Carowinds, because I just don't feel like editing the first few minutes out of me just driving toward it. That's what you should expect here from the videos in this channel. Please unsubscribe. Anyway, those of you who were watching my Michigan's Adventure video, which was the closure of my summer trip, I was talking about how this car that you're looking at literally right now was completely fucked up in an accident. Is that the Alienware store to the right there? Oh, it's just fireworks. Whatever. Carowinds is over there in that corner. I'm gonna have to pull over for gas because it's like 9:30 a.m. and the park only opens at 10. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, about the car. The insurance settlement finally happened, and it's just, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars, and I had to change the frame of the car and stuff. But I think I'm gonna recover this baby. I've been an entire month ever since I recorded that Michigan's Adventure video without my car, and it's been complete dog shit. Absolute dog shit. So I went and got some gas and got some more caffeine 16 hours into my day, even though it's, 9:30 a.m. as I said. Well, now 9:45, you know, after I took a shit or whatever I did in that gas station. Let me explain that. So the context of me going to Carowinds, this was from early September, so you see I'm being very timely on getting my content out to you guys. There's Intimidator over there, Intimidator 236, and yeah. All right, so I didn't have any gigs or work or whatever, and I woke up at 5 p.m. and on a Saturday or something. And that's because, look, I work gigs late at night. I work karaoke shows and stuff and deal poker games, so please leave me alone about me waking up late. I'm a third shifter. Yeah, I'm thumbing up because I'm going to Carowinds. That's good shit. Anyway, I got up and I'm like, I just really feel like riding coasters. And I live in New Orleans, where the nearest coasters are either abandoned or the singular coaster's a piece of shit. If you want to go to a park that matters, you have to drive 5, 6, 7 hours. I decided I can do 10. So I asked my girlfriend, are you going to judge me if I just hop in my car and drive to North Carolina right now, and so I can make it for rope drop at Carowinds? And she was like, if you have nothing else going on the way, shit, yeah, I support you. Have a great time. I love you. And I'm like, see, at the time I hadn't asked her to officially be my girlfriend yet, but on my drive up to Carowinds, I decided, you know what, I'm doing that. So check out my Carowinds, Valley Fair pass. And yes, I live in New Orleans, as I said. I'm a Valley Fair season pass holder visiting Carowinds from New Orleans. Create that triangle on the United States map. It's like half the country. There's a plane over there. That's one of the themes about Carowinds, is that like every 45 seconds you see a plane flying above the amusement park, which is kind of a cool dynamic. I won't fucking lie about that. There's always planes, and then like I think there was one of my rides, I was at the top of the lift hill of Fury, and I saw a plane over me, and then I looked down and I saw the ground, and yeah, I enjoyed that. I think I'm about to do like some traffic violations here. I hope I don't get hit. My phone just beeped. I think that's the girlfriend I was telling you about. I warned her I'm about to record this Carowinds video in one take, so she's not getting a reply from me for another hour. I'm mindful about that. Told her, look, I'm disappearing. Not that she's actually worried about me responding right away anyway. So I'm pulling in awkwardly into Carowinds. There's a blanket there and a pillow in case I needed to stop at a rest area and be safe. Look at my car before it got hit by a drunk driver at a red light. 5 seconds after I parked at that red light, and hit me in the back, fucking asshole. It's been a month without my challenger because of you fucking coccyx. Hate you. So there's Fury, there's an Intimidator over there. I'm walking up the Carowinds, you know, as we were discussing. And so I've been to this park twice. I visited in 2016 with a crappy ex-girlfriend who, couldn't make it more than 3 hours before she has to go back to the hotel room. I did come back at night and ride some stuff by myself, so it didn't ruin the whole trip. I decided up until very recently that Fury was my number 15 or so, and etc. I came back in 2020, and Afterburn was, I couldn't find Afterburn because I'm an idiot. Didn't even know it was in the park because I was uninformed back in 2016. I was just visiting random parks because I hadn't been to them before. In 2021, I came back on when I started going really hardcore to a lot of parks, and Fury 325 decided to be closed the entire day, which was really great considering I drove all the way from New Orleans. That was excellent. Intimidator over there was open, and you know, other stuff, but motherfucker. So I did get on it today, or 2.5 months ago or whatever, on the 2023 trip, thank goodness, because if this thing was closed twice, I was going to be pissed. I mean, I figured it probably pretty reliably open after that part over there started swaying in the wind after the steel broke. Remember that? I didn't forget. You know, the news like Fury 325, B&M's actually a janky manufacturer for a change. What the fuck's going on? It's alright. Nobody's ever died on a B&M to my knowledge. They probably did, and someone's going to correct me in the comments. But anyway, trash can down there. We're walking up to Carowinds, and it says the word fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's not... Look, the treble clef... See... taking a picture of the fucking treble clef on Fury is really annoying because every walkable angle you can't get the picture. So you have to like run into the field like a farmer to get a picture of the treble. Look, another plane. See, I'm not fucking around with the plane thing. Yeah, that was me. The staff member was like, "You're totally walking in through the exit, you stupid piece of shit." He did not call me a stupid piece. I'm doing that to myself. Look, there's the same second plane. Okay, I'm not going to be lying about a third plane right away. Carowinds, whatever. I made sure to show up did they even have Carowinds here? I don't know. I like to not show up during those kind of events because it's a stupid thing. So they let us into the front gates kind of early, and I thought that I could just do a straight shot to Fury, but no. We could make it kind of into the park, but then before we could access anything that mattered, look at Intimidator stuck up there. Before we could ride absolutely anything, we had to literally stop to them to do the fucking Pledge of Allegiance. I've never seen this shit in a park before. Like this shit in a, did I say shart? This shit in a park before. So yeah, on the left side of the Twix and the right side of the Twix, you have North Carolina and South Carolina, and the gimmick of this park is that you're fucking around in 2 states at once. So I'm an illegal border crosser over and over every 1 second right there. There over there is Nighthawk and a Cinnabon under it. Don't go to Cinnabon if you don't want to have a stomach ache later. Starbucks, at the front of every Cedar Fair property. So I'm taking a picture while filming. I mean, hyper productivity right there. That has to be a third plane, right? I'm gonna count them. Let's see how many planes are in this fucking video. That's 3. I'm gonna forget to count them, and then whatever. So we're walking, and it looks like Carowinds is ready to accept motherfuckers, and I'm like, yeah, that's exciting. Let's do this. There's Starbucks again. And no, I promise there's gonna be some Pledge of Allegiance stuff. Look, I'm not gonna try to sound like I'm like anti-American nationalist, whatever. You guys who celebrate America like that have a great time, but I'm sorry. During those 2 minutes, I wasn't just proudly putting my hand on my heart saying, hey guys, I don't care about Fury 325 for the next 2 minutes. I care about this fucking song. Nope. Pure lies. Right there's one of the best coasters in the world, and I don't fucking feel like stopping for that. Fuck that shit. And right there's one of the worst coasters in the world. I'll tell you about that later. Vortex. Actual fucking piece of shit. Dog shit. Awful. So here's everyone waiting, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this the line waiting to get on Fury? This park didn't look like it was going to be that busy. Is it about to fuck my ass like that? And thankfully it didn't fuck my ass like that, but this is it. This is the crowd waiting to do the pledge of bullshit. So Vortex over there, which I did end up getting another ride. I wanted to confirm that it was the worst coaster made by Bollinger and Mabillard, and I can confirm it is, yep, it's still the worst B&M. I think the bullshit at Six Flags America is not as bad. Check out the mobility scooter. If you go to Dollywood, that'll be 1 out of 8 cars. Not saying anything about ADA access or anything, but I think a lot of the people on mobility scooters don't have disabilities. They just want to sit. Good for them. Let them enjoy their day at a park, but we need to walk, man. It's a park. We walk. So look, we're just saying here with the pumpkins and shit around us. They're playing the song now. Look, the dude has some tan on his heart, but he doesn't really want to. He's scratching his chest because he feels awkward about doing that shit. Pointing at the speak. You can't hear it. I'm glad you can't hear it because you get to hear my lovely abrasive voice instead. And I just promised it's happening. And for receipts, you got these people with their hands on their hearts, not riding Fury. So, welcome to Carousel Park. I'm running out of things I can say about this one scene. Why am I still recording? I think it's because I started recording near the end of the song or something, and I thought I could just capture the beginning of the Run of the Bulls, but it's like they added an extra verse to the goddamn song or something. I don't know, is that called a verse in a song? I don't know. I'm drinking this orange Monster energy drink thing while I wait for this bullshit. Fuck, man. Got some water too. Drink water, everybody. Drink fucking water. Smoke marijuana too if you want. God damn. Why didn't I cut this scene? This is ass fucking shit. And oh man, am I gonna have to start editing my footage before recording my park tours? I think I might have to. Yeah, there's my incredulous like hand wave. Like, see, I was really anticipating the stupid Pledge of Allegiance. Look at this. It's 10 minutes in at Carowinds and we haven't even gotten to a coaster yet. I see the downvotes galore and the fucking low audience retention like a son of a bitch. I wish I could just retroactively edit my video to say, hey, if you want to see Fury, you're gonna have to go like 12 minutes, 13 minutes into this video for that. Very, very, very good editing and setting up for the viewer to have a consistently engaging experience rather than sitting through like essentially the entire Pledge of Allegiance. That you can't go yet, bitch. You gotta wait. He's giving us like directions like don't run and don't drive fast in your mobility scooter either. When you get the scrambler, make sure you have a good time. Everyone's like, we don't need to hear that shit. Like, hey, don't run. Everyone's ready to run. So everyone, including me, ends up just walking like we're look at this guy. Yeah. We're all just like fast jogging like assholes. But it didn't take long. Look, there's the running of the wolf. Like I'm in the front of that shit. So Fury. It didn't take long before kids just straight start running. I think they make it to maybe that little half tree thing, the jack-o'-lantern thing, and running will start. But for a little while, I was in the front of this because I could walk. I could like shoot my legs forward at a quicker rate faster. See, what did these people ride? Is that? Oh, okay. That must have been like the ride operators testing it, or some millionaires who paid to get in early or something. All right. So we're walking toward Hurler because that's more important than Fury. I'm joking, fuck that. I mean, Hurler actually didn't disappoint me all that much this trip. It did get way fucking rougher, but that's a story for later. Look, I'm not in the front anymore because kids decided to start running. They were told to not run. I don't blame them. If I were 14, I'd be running too. I'm just 35 and I don't want to look like a fucking twat ass. And so fourth plane. So there's Fury 325, and I already was very convinced that it was the best B&M period. And the ride's fifth plane, and I confirmed through my rides on this trip that it's actually even better. I lucked out. I was doing single rider kind of stuff. And dude, that's gotta be fun, like to start your day having to do a Zen ride, like that ride operator is doing there, like on Fury. Like that'll wake me up with my morning coffee. That's good shit. Is that another? It has to be another plane because that's been an edit. So that's what, plane 6. See, I don't even know if I'm keeping count right. Oh, whatever. 6 planes. Loose articles are not permitted in the running of the bulls, and we're going in. So I ended up getting, what am I doing? Oh yeah, they were telling me I can't bring my shit. I ended up figuring it out. Oh yeah, right here, right there, I was holding my GoPro on the stick thing, and the little screw that holds it in popped out and exploded and fell down on the floor, and I couldn't find, on like beyond the thing, like in the ground near the gift shop, and I couldn't find it, of course. So I gave up on my little stick holding thing, so I had to hold, from this point forward, the GoPro using my fingers like a twat. So you're probably at some point in this video going to see my finger over this thing, and that's because the off-brand GoPro stick holding shit was off-brand experience. Like, what did I pay for? What did I expect? I paid like, what, $8 when the official fucking thing was like 40. Okay, so Hurler, there's like some potholes and shit that weren't there before. I rode it both trips before, and I legit really enjoyed it. Love. I was about to say love. What a lie. I legit enjoyed Hurler in 2016 and even more in 2021, but the rides here they're pretty rough, and not good rough. I mean, like, I think Grizzly 2022 rough was great because it was just a fun car accident. Hurler is just like an unfun car accident, so it's the utter outrageous roughness that makes everyone hate it but me love it. Not necessarily applicable to Hurler. I see they're doing maintenance on it, so good for them, I guess. So here's Fury going. Okay, quick trivia quiz for you not complete enthusiasts who are watching this. How many feet high is the first drop, the lift to all the shit for Fury 325? I'll give you 3 seconds. It's 325 feet. So look, behind me is where I dropped the screw and it popped off from the fucking thing. I couldn't find it. I really thought I would. Fury t-shirts, fucking Squishmallows, Raichu, whatever that is. Why did I say Raichu? Wasn't that some different Pokemon? Is that even a Pokemon? I'm high. I don't know. Look, so there's more Fury and Hurler, and we're walking away from that crap. And I don't know whether I go to Hurler next. You know what? I'm already... So there's one thing about Carowinds that I forgot, is that they are a top-the-fuck heavy park with 4 really good roller coasters and then a bunch of spam. So I'm firing up the RCDB for Carowinds while not even watching my fucking video anymore. Okay, I gotta click back into that tab. Because the way I have to do it with my videos, guys, is because I have an old piece of shit computer that can't even begin to fuck with 4K footage. I have to like use some shit to merge my videos together, upload them to YouTube so that I can do the voiceover and then replace the audio with this crap that I'm recording right now. Very lazy, and it allows me to put up 4K footage on every video in my channel without having an upgraded computer, because I can't afford it yet because I haven't monetized this thing yet. 442 subscribers, got to get to 1,000. I'm about 75% of the way on my watch time. Guys, help me get there so I can make my 14 cents a month and help it finance my coaster travels. You know you can do it. And yeah, you can monetize shit when you're cursing. Look how does Moist Critical do it? I promise you can do it. You just can't be cursing in the first 30 seconds like I'm pretty sure I did in this one, but it doesn't matter because by the time I'm monetized, this video won't be seen anymore. Look, Carolina Cyclone. Look, so I got, I think, a ride in 2016 when my girlfriend wasn't being friendly with me. And I didn't really remember except that it wasn't very memorable. So I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and give this baby another shot. Because I feel like I should give the whole place that you hear me typing. It's because I forgot where I have this bitch ranked. So let me go into my handy dandy spreadsheet while I'm once again not even looking at the video I'm talking over. Fire up Carowinds in this shit. And there we go. So we have Carolina Cyclone at my comfortable number 247. And yeah, the coaster was fine, I guess. There's me like kind of waving it off. I don't even know whether that's before or after I wrote it. Wait, it has to be before because of the chronology of me walking this park. Never mind, I'm stupid. So we're going into the entrance, and it's fine. I mean, I guess it felt like maybe one of the corkscrew coasters, but a little better. But nowhere near the quality of like the Mega Loopers, you know, like the ones that matter. And nowhere near the best one of all time that's not here anymore, our poor good Vortex at Kings Island, unlike bad Vortex at Carowinds. That's just a piece of crap. But what isn't a piece of crap is when you intentionally go to Carowinds on a day that is dead, like this, which is completely on purpose and completely planned. All you have to do, man, is, I don't even know if I closed the sentence there that I just started, so there might be a fragment in there for you, sorry. Well, anyway, the way I do it with amusement parks, honestly, is I use the QTimes website, qtimes.net with a dash in it somewhere, something like that, just Google it, and they tell you crowd level prediction percentages. They use like algorithms and shit to figure out what, you know, up to 100% occupancy at an amusement park, how many people are going to be there, and this was predicted to be like 20%, and I'm like, that's my maximum. Like, if more than 20%, 25% capacity, then I have to get fast pass or not go, and it's usually not go, because being around other people is a complete waste of my time. Who needs that shit? So anyway, about that ride, pretty good stuff. Moving on, one and done, you know, no worries. That mouse over there, I forget what the fuck it's called. I rode it in my previous 2 trips, and I'm like, I don't feel like riding. Ricochet, yeah, whatever. Nobody cares about Ricochet. It's not a very interesting roller coaster. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on to the rest of the, you know, list of unforgettables. I was about to say, no, list of forgettables, including, yeah, Ricochet with that thumb down right there. Yeah, no, it's a mouse. It's a mouse. I don't even care to look who the manufacturer. Yes, I do. Now that I started, who's the fucking thing? It's a Mach Wild Mouse. Not interesting. So over there that we're looking at in the distance is a closed at the time Vortex. And I'll tell you what, out of all of the coasters there, if I had to choose one to be closed, it would be the absolute dumpster fire of bottom of the totem pole of B&M roller coasters. It's one of the 4 remaining stand-up coasters, and it fucking sucks. It hurts, man. It rattles your balls and shakes you and head bangs you. If you ride it defensively, I wouldn't exactly go as far as Canopy says, and it makes it a fun ride, but it makes it not suck every gargantuan fuck and makes it just bad instead. Like if you have to upgrade from horrible to bad by riding it a certain way and like making sure your balls don't get jammed up, fuck off, man. Get rid of that thing. They could easily send this to, you know, some underprivileged park like, I was about to say Joyland in Texas. They don't even exist anymore. How about, yeah, send it to Elitch. They could use another terrible coaster there. There's plane number 7. Yeah. So it's closed, and I think I'm incredulous there or whatever, like mostly from wasting my time to go check, because I know I was walking away from Vortex, and I'm like, I'm not going to ride that. There's no reason for me to ride that piece of shit. I know it's bad, and, you know, I don't need to ride that. And then I get all far away, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck you, fuck, I'll go ride the thing. And then I go and walk all the way back there just to be trolled by a coaster that's closed. But spoiler alert, later on I do get on Vortex again for some fucking reason. The 3 out of 3 times I go to Carowinds just to really confirm, is it really that shit? And confirmed, buddy, I can confirm. It's Vortex is a bad roller coaster. Rita's and Pier 73. My favorite places for sure. Oh god, it's so airbrush artist. Oh, dude, I need a pan slow. The Chicky and Pete's thing, man. I was that crab fries. I was at some totally different park like over a year ago. I'm like, crab fries. You know what? Was it Hershey Park? I don't know. One of them places. And I thought they were actually like crab sticks, but in fry form and fried. I'm like, that sounds great. And they were just fucking French fries. They weren't even great French fries. Like, come on, man. Yeah. So, as a fan of, a really big fan of Aero Mine trains, like, some of them I just straight love. Carolina Goldrusher is, you know, solidly in the bottom, like a D tier, unfortunately, Aero Mine trains. And that's really only because of the fact that just other ones are way better. It's not a bad ride or anything. It just kind of meanders. It's fun. I like the little pit it's in. It creates a nice, cute environment. And I think I might have even ridden it twice on this thing. I like the thing. I might have lied to you, but I know on one of my trips I rode it twice. I rode it every trip I came here. Well, no, because it was closed, I believe, on my last one. But either way, it's not something you should skip, especially if you have to wait as nothing as I had to. There's another look at Vortex, that cocksucker. So, yeah, look, see, I'm dismayed, as you can see by my exaggerated crap that I'm doing over here, that Vortex actually did open. So after walking away from it, changing my mind, walking back to it, and then walking to some other ride, I see it's open, so now I have to go and fucking walk back to it again. So yeah, everybody, Marvel, if you wanted to know the worst coaster made by B&M, there it is. Fuck, it doesn't even look that bad in this video footage, I'll be honest with you, but it sucks. It's worth all those middle fingers I sent at it. What plane count are we at? There isn't one now because there's only trees in the view, but I think it was 7? I'm wrong. I'm sure it's all fucked up now. Wait, will the next one be 8 or 7? Oh, fuck. I'm just going to assume there was one in a shot that I didn't see, and I'm going to call the next one 8. And see, here's my dejected ass being really overly dramatic for a camera to be cute. Yes, I'm dejected. Yes. Vortex is a restroom. Yes. Well executed joke. Son of a fucking bitch. Let me drink some water. Green Bay Packers. What the hell does that have to do with fucking North or South Carolina? That's stupid. Drinking water is a good pastime. You should drink water too if you're a fan of living to the maximum. There's Ricochet and Fury and trees and a skeleton and I don't know. And oh god, stop filming like ass, man. Stop feeling like ass, man. No, stop feeling like ass, comma, man. And that's me talking to my past tense self as I react to the quality content, right? I mean, you're here 24 minutes in, more than halfway through this fucking video, and you're still watching. So you need to evaluate your life choices when you go to trash can content like Vortex, and you just focus 4 or 5 minutes of your time watching from every angle, walking through the paths, looking at every trash can along the way, the path toward the shittiest coaster from B&M. quality entertainment that you're only getting from channel like mine. Hey, can you blame me with all how with how boring lots of coaster channels are now, with just repetitive topics and lousy, uninteresting takes on stuff? You got to do something different to stand out in the algorithm. And this is me. It's me just whining about Vortex for 5 minutes, and that's my version of the thing I'm going to try to monetize. I know it's a hard sell to convince anybody that this is worthwhile entertainment, but look, I'm trying and probably failing. Hey, at least I didn't get my finger over the fucking camera yet, to my knowledge. There's Nighthawk back there. We'll talk about that son of a bitch later. No finger over the camera yet. Look, there's the undercarriage of a bad B&M. Undercarriage is not even what it's called, is it? Danger. Do not enter Vortex. Do not enter that. Very, very, very true. Very true. I'm really proud of myself. Continuing on, there's someone just sitting on some random chair. What the fuck is that chair for? That rocking chair. This isn't like the front of a Cracker Barrel. Am I going to point at like the 5th trash can of this We get it, moron. There's number 6. We get it. Vortex sucks. Stop it. Let's go to something else. Oh, man. All right. So continuing on with this atrocious ass fucking video that we're doing right here. We look at Ricochet some more. The sky. I think this could be a Powerade. This really could be a situation where I don't even realize I'm recording and I'm just trying to figure out where I am, and I maybe see that the camera is actually recording. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll keep it. Okay, so if I'm walking toward Fury again, I definitely didn't write it again because my plan was, well, right now, because my plan was to fucking do the whole circle around the park so that I could just not have to record for you people, and then I could actually enjoy the park for a little bit. So the only thing that I could be doing now, even though my memory's hazy, is it has to be that we're going to Hurler to, yeah. So, kids who don't know the history of coasters and whatnot, you know that Twisted Timbers action down the road at King's Dominion? That's what it looked like, except Carowinds decided to just not make their coaster better and keep it like that. And, it's the coaster's a bit of a nothing burger, but I'm a wood coaster lover, so I can even see the pleasant things in it. It's a little potholey. It used to be smoother, and I think they're retracking it. It's a decent little wood coaster. Solid? No, I don't know. It's not. I mean, I don't have it murdered in my rankings. Where do I have that shit? I have it at number 160 of 369. So hey, top half at least. Hurler though, I get the Wayne's World reference or whatever it is, but like, that's a really bad name. It just says puking to me, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying is puking. So check it out. Check out what I thought was a well done combo shot of Hurler and Fury, but it's not, because I don't know anything about cinematography. But look, remember, you know that twisted drop on Twisted Timbers? Here's the boring version of what it used to be. Straight section and plane. That was 8, right? Plane number 8. Not 31. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but 8. Airplane number 8 in this bitch. Attention. I don't know. So let's dump another. It's not a trash can. It is a thumb up. Well, to be fair, I'm basing that information as I touch wood about the 20 or punch wood that based on my 2021 rides, which I actually enjoyed, like plural. Am I spending the whole video pointing at trash? Guys, I'm sorry. I was baked out of my mind when I was in this park. I think I went through. See, people in my comments are saying, you only took this much in gummies, you're a pussy or whatever. No, okay. For me, I took a lot. I took like fucking 10 gummies of 10 milligrams each of Delta 9. I know that doesn't sound crazy to you actual potheads. I use it to get to a good mental state and relax. You guys are crazy dabs and shit. I don't do that shit. I mean, maybe one day I'll have to, but my tolerance is pretty good. And I was very high for my state at Carowinds. And I don't know why I'm going on talking about that so much, but well, it helps explain my bad filming and all that. But yes, I rode Hurler, and my high self could definitely tell that that was a pothole factory, and it needs the retrack that's being done to it. So good on Cedar Fair for doing what they definitely should do. What they actually should do is build a better wooden roller coaster here, because without Thunder Road, they're fucking around. Like, you can't just get rid of that and not eventually replace it with something pretty good. Like, you know, get rid of Hurler and put a dueling gravity group there, baby. A good one. Not like some Kentucky Flyer shit. Like a big one. Like a big big expenditure one. I promise I'll ride it. I can't really promise it'll be a good investment, but I want it to do it. Over there is the first Vekoma boomerang you've ever seen in your life. Take a picture. It's a rare sight. I mean, shit. I live in Louisiana, and there's 2 abandoned ones. There's one in Baton Rouge at Dixieland, and then one in New Orleans at fucking Jazzland. Six Flags New Orleans. And I live in a state with only one operational roller coaster. Has 2 fucking. There's 51 of these or something. I'm not gonna check, but there's a lot of flying Cobras. I'm sorry. I actually wanted to ride everything one time today, but a boomerang is just so uninteresting that I just had to be like, I'm just not gonna lose 20 minutes of my time on that spam. The one thing I'll give flying Cobras over all of the other boomerangs is the simple fact that its train is pretty cool. I like that train a lot. It's got like all the rainbow color looking things. It stands out. It's cool. Too bad the ride fucking blows. All right, so right there is one of only a few of my favorite flat ride ever. Mondal Top Scan. I don't know what they even call it here. Something spin, electro spin. I don't care. But unfortunately, this one's on the wimpy ass setting, which sucks. The one Samurai at Thorpe Park, imagine this, but at like 1.5x, as you see the 9th airplane in this video. So 1.5x, except we're getting like a bad part. I promise this is not what a normal cycle of it looks like. I think the ride is ending. I'm filming the wrong shit. I'm filming the plane now, because I promise that what is probably the worst top scan footage you've ever seen on YouTube, but it's like my favorite 10th plane. It's like my favorite flat ride of all time when it's actually in the correct setting. I think Knott's Berry Farm has one of them shits. Some other park I haven't been to, is it Lagoon or something, has one? I don't know, but it's the best. Ride the one at Thorpe Park if you want to see it on the best setting. It's great, I assure you. Down there's a Windseeker. I don't know why I've been here 3 times and I never got a ride on that. Windseekers are like one of the only ride types that actually still kind of fucking scare me. I'll be quite real with you. Those swings up in there, you really do feel really vulnerable, and I guess not as protected as you do on a big roller coaster or drop tower or what have you. Yeah, it's a fun ride. It's kind of freaky. I can't really compare, because the only one I really think I've even done is the one at Cedar Point at the beach, and that's beautiful with wind and stuff. I don't know. See you again in 1959. No idea what that means. Is that when this park was open? Let me check our CDB. Nope, it's been operating since March 31st, 1973, so no idea. Don't really care either. $13.69 for a $49 for a turkey leg, and I think I'm about to do that. Yeah, I'm about to do that. As you're looking at oh, good lord. As you're looking at Copperhead Strike, I believe I say fuck that, because I have to like wait in a line or something. There's no loose articles or some shit. So I'm gonna sit down there and check my phone and I promise a turkey leg's coming, I believe. I believe. So yeah, you have to put all your shit in the locker, and you can't bring it on the ride, or allegedly. If some people were, and I just didn't feel like dealing with all of that. So I think I'm sitting there to like find my money or just film this. Yeah, I was looking to see if anybody snapped. I've never been able to snap this on the one version of that I wrote. I need to go on a real one, but yeah, there's a snap ride thing. And yes, I had to put all my shit in the locker, and I was like, might as well just consume a turkey leg as I walk into one of the only real lines in the park. It was like a solid 15 minutes, which is, for me, that's like 3 hours for one of you in terms of what you can wait for. Like number 11 plane in Copperhead Strike. I can't wait in long lines. That's just, I'm allergic to that stupid shit. So I was like, all right, let's get on this thing. And then I hop on, and I finish my turkey leg. Anyway, so regardless, forget about all of that. I got like 4 rides on it, and it went up in my rankings a good bit, especially with some rides later at night. I fuck with it. There it is. There's that goddamn turkey leg I was talking about. It's a monster. That JoJo roll in the front in the beginning is pretty fucking cool. I enjoy it. The launches, mock launches, unfortunately for how expensive they are, how pretty they are, and how smooth they are, mock launches are shit. I mean, look at that. It's fine, it's fun, but like Premiere, SNS, Intamin, and apparently now even Zamperla have better launches than mock. Come on, man. If you want to be the luxury manufacturer mock rides, keep doing what you're doing. Build stuff like Hyperia and Starfall Racers and shit. But like, you need to do something with your launches. You need to like team up with some better LSM people, or just work with SNS and just put a crazy ass like dangerous air launch on every number 12, right? Plane number 12. It's not dangerous. I don't know why he uses it. Well, it's busting people's spines and on Dota Dompa and stuff. That's the kind of launches you want. That's the real launch. You know, like max force launch. Do that on every mock launched thing, and that'll make Copperhead Strike a top 60 for me. Maybe it's like in my 90s or something. If you're looking at some map from Carowinds, and yeah, enjoy that for people who give a fuck about all of that. Yeah, Copperhead Strike was like my number 117 or something. It made it to my top 100 out of 369. Nice. Is number 95 now, and yeah, it's good, but it's a solid number 4 in the park for sure, in my opinion. And that's 4, right? Yeah. Fury I have as my 14. Intimidator I have as my 55. Afterburn I have as my 72. It used to be. Okay, so I wrote Afterburn for the first time this trip. So Nighthawk 78, Copperhead Strike number 5. So that's number 5 in the park for me, with Nighthawk over it. I know all of you disagree about Nighthawk, but y'all can suck my ass. I don't give a shit. I guess I'll close it out. 160 Hurler, 243 Woodstock Express, 247 Carolina Cyclone, 264 Carolina Goldrusher, and then bullshit like Vortex. And flying Cobras. I'm not ranking that complete pointless bullshit. It's not really in my interest to give a fuck about that. And yeah, I've made my decision. I'm not. So right now we are fucking around, and there is an Afterburn in my view, and I believe that I'm speaking weird like this because I'm just seeing if my synchronization is fucking working on my computer right now. I think it is. I'm going to stop recording for 2 seconds and then re-record. Wait, okay, I guess I fixed it. I don't know, whatever. This whole video is a disaster anyway. Right now you're looking at Afterburn. So I didn't even know it existed until the very end of my time at the park in 2016, and then I couldn't find it. And then in 2021 it decided to be fucking closed. So in my 3rd attempt, I finally did get on it. And I can certainly confirm, dude, that Afterburn is like an A-tier B&M invert. Very, very, very good. In my invert rankings, let me see. I have Afterburn as my 72. Alpengeist 73, Banshee 74, and above that, I know I have Montu. Yes, Montu, Nemesis. Montu and Nemesis are 57, 58, but then after that, yep. Just confirming I'm not lying to you. It's Afterburn, so my 3rd favorite B&M invert right now, because I haven't done all the good stuff in Europe and shit. But hey, pretty strong. So continuing on, around here, I want to say it was like literally around where I'm standing right now that I decided to ask my girlfriend if she would be my girlfriend by texting her when I'm holding a fucking turkey leg at Carowinds walking toward an Intimidator. Not even joking, and she said yes, and I took a little picture about right here as like a thing. Like, that's a really lousy way to ask, but we were already essentially de facto like together at this point, so don't worry about it. So I do need to confirm that she doesn't really like very fast speeds and crazy shit, so you're probably not going to see too much of her in my future videos. You'll see her head in the Silver Dollar City video, which will be my next one that I'll release before Christmas. But yeah, I guess I'll have to go with my old friend for the riding coasters, but it's okay because she helps me appreciate all of the other stuff in the park, such as the theming and the food and all of the things that I usually neglect when I'm on my coaster travel. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm continuing on with my disintegrating turkey leg. I hope I'm not grossing people out because, I mean, I'm sure that most people have already X'd out anyway, so I'm just trying to get the last like 17 of you who are somehow still watching 39 minutes in with my nasty turkey leg bullshit. Yeah, well, so continuing on, I don't think there's very much left in this video, thankfully for you and for me, because I kind of want to stop talking. My jaw hurts because I recorded the previous video too, the 25 bucket list thing, so this will be a good enough session for me. I'll have 2 videos out for you this week, so yeah, congratulations on your success. I'm telling you, you'll have this video available in the video, so that's completely useless to the people who are anticipating this video, huh? I need to think through my shit. My shit's all fucked up. So I'm walking through this kids section that doesn't matter, and I think I'm only doing it just for, you know, completion's sake, so you can see all the stuff in the park, and also because I didn't really know it was there. And oh yeah, oh no, the real reason is because I hadn't ridden the Woodstock Express at Carowinds yet, and I really felt like riding Woodstock Express because I wanted to ride all the stuff, and I really did enjoy the ones at Kings Island and King's Dominion, so like fuck it. I decided that I like the Carowinds one the most, so it's my 243. King's Dominions is 244. King's Islands is 245. So there's that information for the none of you who care. Anyway, continuing on. We have Intimidator, not 305. I've ridden this one every single fucking trip. It's fine, you know, whatever. But I have to say that something about the ride improved, I guess, over the previous times, because I really enjoyed this thing, and the whole goofy name Intimidator, which I totally can vouch was part of the ride in 2016 and 2021, was really not really there. Like in the beginning of the day when I was riding slower, I didn't feel it like at all. I thought they were disabled. And then later in the day, I felt it a tiny bit, but it really didn't fuck with the ride very much. And as a result, Intimidator is kind of near the top of my B&M hypers, like not the actual top or anything. Like nowhere near Goliath at Georgia, Montu. Why did I say Montu? Mako and Diamondback, which is my favorite B&M hyper, but still high quality stuff. Absolutely thunder shits on Apollo's Chariot, Candemonium, and all that crap. Right there, that little coaster. Oh, I gotta tell you though about that the Wilderness Run. Is that what it's called? Whatever. Yeah, I got a rare credit to this fucking piece of shit. This is a bad ride. It's actually like rough and fucked up. But anyway, Woodstock Express is not. That ride right there is fucked up. Anyway, so we're not allowed on it as adults. It's for kids only and kids' families and parents and all that crap. However, I asked the ride operator, look, I'm just a stoned roller coaster enthusiast and I like to get on all this stuff because I like to review it. Would you be upset if I just pretended I was with a kid and just got on this ride? And he looked at me, he's like, I don't give a fuck. And then I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. So I rode it, and those last few turns, it's like ejector jank on a kid's coaster that adults can't even ride. It's utter shit. Not recommended unless you like bad things that make you laugh, and really not a very good roller coaster, I must tell you that. Anyway, down there, Kiddy Hawk. Wait, it's not Kiddy Hawk. This park is still called Flying Ace Aerial. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, it is Kiddy Hawk. Yeah, I didn't ride it this trip. I do remember when I rode it in 2016, the only other time I was having plenty of arguments with my ex-girlfriend, and she headbanged on it and hated it, and I haven't ridden it since. The one at Kings Island sucks. That one sucked. Fuck them. Vekoma hang and bangs are not welcome in my travels very much. However, Vekoma Flying Dutchmen are. Nighthawk right there. Nighthawk fucking rules, man. There's like a 200-hour wait, so that part isn't very good. However, you should just do what I did. Even on a dead day, the lines get absolutely horrendous, but you should do as I did, and essentially at the end of the day, if the lines are still fucked up, get one skip the line thing. I think it's like $8-10, and then ride it, and then at 9:59 or whatever the 59 is before they close, hop right back in line and ride it again or something like that, and boom, you're solid. I was gonna utilize that one more time, but I decided to get a couple extra rides on Fury, so I only got my one this time. I ended up riding Fury 7 times, 4 times in the front row just from being lucked out, so that was fucking awesome. Amazing experience. I recommend it like super hardcore before I forget to talk about it. Nighthawk, I recommend it too. Is that plane number 12, 13? I fucking forget right now. There's some more Fury. Enjoy all of that. I have no idea how many planes there are. I'm gonna have to like watch this video again and find out that I saw planes that didn't exist, or I missed 5 of them. I guarantee my number's wrong, so I'm not gonna try to preach to the masses that there's been 13 planes in this video, but hey, whatever, I'm trying. So Nighthawk, I recommend it. I like it more than Manta and Tatsu. Wait a minute, I'm saying that all fucked up. If Manta and Tatsu were Dutchmen, I'd prefer them more. They're the only B&M flyers that I have ranked over Nighthawk, and I like Firehawk even more. And unfortunately, Batwing was closed when I was in Six Flags America, but the shit's great. Is it worth waiting 120 minutes or whatever you're about to see when I complain about it visually, videoly? Is it worth waiting all that? No, it really isn't, especially if you're a general member of the public who does not like crazy shit. But laying on your back is such a better way to be flying than being dangled like a giant is like plucking you in Roller Coaster Tycoon and dropping you on the ground into the water to die. I really prefer the back when you're looking up the lift till all confused. It's janky, but like aero janky flavor, really fun. I really love it. Good ride, great park. What they really need is another elite coaster to go with Fury 325. May I suggest, as I was saying earlier, a dueling gravity group Woody to replace Hurler's stupid ass. There you go. Fuck you. Goodbye.